What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here. In this one, I'm going to be talking about what Jim Harbaugh told the media today, as well as his push for revenue sharing with student athletes, plus Sherrone Moore, a finalist for the Broyles award. And we also got some huge recruiting news, as Michigan not only impressed a lot of recruits with their win over Ohio State, but they now currently lead with some elite targets. It's all going to be in this video and more, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So the first thing I want to talk about in this video is Jim Harbaugh and what he told the media. And we'll first start with what he talked about today, as he will be returning to the sidelines and coaching his Michigan team in the Big Ten Championship on Saturday against Iowa. And when getting asked what it means to return to the team, he said, "I understand the attention. Me not being there was a big deal, but I want to spend my time recognizing what was actually accomplished a couple days ago." He said, "A tremendous testament to the coaches and the players, especially everyone coming together in the great and glorious victory for Michigan." And he said, "I have a saying you're probably pretty familiar with." He said, "Who's got it better than us?" And he said the proper response is usually nobody. He said it's something passed down from his dad, Jack Harbaugh, but he said it's more than just a cool saying. He said what he's really saying when I'm talking to the team, the players, is that there is no coach who could possibly have it better than to coach you. And he said when his players say nobody back, he said what he's hearing is that they love their team, they love their teammates, they love the direction of the program, and nobody could have it better than to be here. He also said seeing the sign, "Those who stay will be champions." He said that resonated today like it resonates every day. He also said, when the team, and he looks at the team sign when you're going down the tunnel, when you see that, he says that team 144 is the team. He also spent about 9 to 10 minutes talking about how great all the players and every single coach and player played in the game against Ohio State on Saturday. And he also listed off tons of players and coaches, including Sherrone Moore, that he nominates as Michigan men and Michigan legends. And then on Sunday, Jim Harbaugh came out and he was pushing for revenue sharing with student athletes again. He's done this in the past, as he was on a conference call with national media, and his comments were in a response to a question about Zach Zinner's injury. Obviously, Zinner came back for his senior season, passed up on going into the NFL draft and potentially getting paid, but he said who could be against the players being compensated for what they do, at least even minimum wage. I mean, who could argue against that when there's injury or not? I mean, the emotional buildup watching it on TV, talking about watching, or when he was watching the game, he said there wasn't a commercial that went by, a sporting event that was played all week, that you didn't see those two teams and the buildup and the hype and the talk about players' legacies and everything that could possibly be rolled into one game on the line. And he said you see the amount of people that are benefiting financially from those players' efforts out there. I wonder who could be against that. And I even said I'm using my voice and I would take less money for the players to have a share. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are on that. Jim Harbaugh, he obviously did this about a few months ago, and he continues to push revenue sharing with student athletes. And we do got some big recruiting news coming off of Michigan's win over Ohio State, but I first wanted to mention Sherrone Moore, as he is a finalist for the Broyles Award, honoring the college football's top assistant coach. No doubt he deserves to be a finalist, and I think it should be a done deal as well that he wins it. He went 4-0 this year as the acting head coach, including wins over top 10 teams on the road against Penn State and against number 2 Ohio State, so he definitely deserves that. But now I want to talk about some recruiting news for Michigan, and we got some good news as Michigan hosted tons of elite prospects. Go ahead, start first with Gatlin Bear, one of the last remaining 2024 targets for Michigan. He's a 4-star wide receiver, ranked 35th nationally, currently committed to Boise State. He is a speedy wide receiver. Now, he won't be going to college until 2026 due to his 2-year mission, But according to the Michigan Insider, they're told that Michigan hit a home run with Gatlinburg on the visit. Michigan did finish closely in his recruitment the first time around, and we'll see if they are able to flip him. We got a long way to go because he can flip elsewhere even after his 2-year mission, so long way to go with Gatlinburg. It was huge to get him back on campus for the Michigan-Ohio State game though. And another guy is the 2025 4-star offensive tackle Carter Lowe from the state of Ohio. He currently has 2 crystal ball predictions going in Ohio State's favor. However, Michigan seemed to build a lot of momentum on his visit this weekend. He's ranked 32nd nationally on 24/7 Sports rankings, and right now some believe Michigan may have the momentum right now for or in his recruitment. But Michigan also got a couple crystal ball predictions going in their favor following the game against Ohio State. And the first one was for the 2025 4-star tight end Eli Owens from the state of Tennessee. Steve Wiltfong put in a crystal ball prediction for Michigan to land him. He has been a top target at the tight end position. He's ranked 336 nationally on 24/7 Sports composite rankings. And another guy, it is a big one. It is a 2025 4-star defensive lineman Jalen Williams from the state of Illinois. Michigan got a crystal ball prediction from Steve Wiltfong to land him, the 6'6", 265-pound defensive lineman. He is ranked 166 nationally on 24/7 Sports rankings. That's some big news there for Michigan in recruiting, and safe to say Michigan made a big impression on a lot of recruits over their win over Ohio State. Another big visit Michigan got was from Bryce Underwood, the 2025 5-star quarterback. There was a lot of doubt of him, not going on a visit. They had their state championship game on Sunday following the Michigan-Ohio State game. Unfortunately, Belleville did lose in their state championship game yesterday, but it was big to get Bryce Underwood, at least for the morning and a little bit of the afternoon, as they did have practice later in the day. But Underwood told On3 and the Wolverine that it was an amazing atmosphere, and I enjoyed all the love that was shown from the Michigan fans and obviously the coaching staff. And then another guy who took a visit was the 2025 4-star offensive lineman Caden Strayhorn, ranked 346 nationally on 24/7 Sports composite rankings, plays at IMG Academy. He is a Michigan State legacy recruit. However, Michigan maintains a top choice for him, as he told the Michigan Insider that the atmosphere was insane, fully packed stadium. This was my first game day visit for Michigan, and it was by far one of my favorites. And he said that Michigan is one of my favorite schools right now due to the fact that Coach Moore is the best offensive line coach in the nation. So Michigan, they made a big impression on Caden Strayhorn, another guy from IMG Academy. Born in the state of Michigan is the 2025 4-star safety Alex Graham, a top 100 recruit on 24/7 Sports, does have a crystal ball prediction going in Michigan's favor. And following his visit to the Michigan-Ohio State game, On3 and the Wolverines, EJ Holland and Zach Libby both logged an On3 prediction for Michigan to land him. And then another guy who came on for a visit is the 2025 4-star cornerback Jamari DeLoach, ranked 212th nationally on 24/7 Sports rankings. He told the Michigan Insider, "I'm glad they came out on top. They fought hard and fast, and it was a very interesting game to watch." He said the defensive backs came ready to play. Definitely, they did what they could and helped the team out a lot. And he said that Michigan is high on my list. It is a great place, and I love everything about it. So Michigan, not only impressed a lot of recruits on their visits for the Michigan-Ohio State game, but they also got some new predictions to land some recruits, and they currently lead for a lot of recruits coming out of that win over Ohio State. But with that is going to wrap up today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you guys go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more if you are new around here. I greatly appreciate it. But other than that, we will see you guys in the next video. Go Blue.